Goodest morning to everybody paying attention. My name is Silas. This is Silas Trades. Today, I want to get into this new worksheet that I developed recently and added to my class. Make sure everything is copacetic. I hope everybody's having a great morning. We have not done any trades as I've been troubleshooting this YouTube live all morning, but we are here. Um, If you're not already, please feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description. Right, like we're looking good there. Um, so let me begin by sharing my screen. Share. Okay, we're gonna share. Take our trading view screen here. I'm gonna try to be uh, as informative as I can be. Been fighting these technical difficulties all morning, but what I want to get into this morning is I think we're good now. What I want to get into this morning is this worksheet that I've developed. I have a module here, solid strategy worksheet. Just recently dropped this a few days ago. And it's just a workflow sheet of pretty much what I do to in the beginning of my sessions to scope out price action, where price has been, where price is going, and how I trade. So I've tried to keep it extremely simple as I could. It's a one-page sheet. It's easily printable for your own good to post on your wall, post in front of you to see every morning, to go alongside your own ritualistic practices that you may perform to prepare yourself for the trading day. But this is how we get into our pre-market prep. And here's our execution rules, the core model of it all. There is my saying dance with the market that I did forget to put on here. I'm realizing that now, but I will make that correction. So what we're going to do is go down each one of these steps, step by step. Even though I'm a little late to the market, it's about 9:41 now. A bit late to the market, but we're going to get into this step by step and show you guys what it is and how it is I trade every morning. So I'm just going to go get. We're just going to stick with the trading view screen for now. Uh, make sure it's working. It doesn't seem to be. Um, let me see here. So to make sure you guys can see everything. Doesn't look like that was working. Let me try one more time. Mm, it doesn't seem to be working. Guess I have to stick with this version, which is fine. Let me just go back to the entire window. I apologize for this taking as long as it is. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So here we have NASDAQ. We're going to just stick with NASDAQ for now, for the time being, for this example. Uh, I'm not logged into any of my accounts. So we're gonna paper trade this as we are simply practicing. So we're gonna pretend like it's an hour ago. It's 9:45 now. We're gonna pretend like it's 8:45, right? We're gonna start off by looking at our worksheet, and we're gonna go with step number one, right? Fundamental awareness. Check for news, events, high impact. Be cautious or wait. So first, we're gonna check for fundamental awareness. Fundamentals versus technicals. Technicals means the charts. Fundamentals means information. What's fundamentally affecting the market. So we're going to go to forexfactory.com. There are plenty of outlets to get these events and their time frames marked out, but I like to use Forex Factory. There's uh, FX Street. There's a bunch of different programs and sites you can utilize to be aware of what events are going on, what geopolitical tensions may be in effect in the world that could affect the instrument that you're looking at. So we're looking at NAS, we're looking at gold and things like that. But we want to be aware of any events that could come out that could affect price, could affect like pairs that could affect the market. So we can be aware of those pairs and be in or be out before or after those events happen. Today is Monday, the 27th. You have yellow folders, orange folders, red folders. Right now I have my site tailored to filter only orange and red folders, which are the high impact news events. Yellow is moderate, gray is light impact. So right now, as of Monday, we have some JPY news. We're not trading anything from the Japanese yen or anything that's affected by Japanese yen. So we don't have to worry about that as far as fundamental analysis. We do know that the war is going on. We have peace talks. We have ceasefire talks, things like that, that do affect the dollar. Dollar does affect NAS. So we have that in mind. We're aware of it. Let's go to step two. Two, top down structure. We're going to mark our daily and hourly highs and lows. This helps define the bias plus key reaction points, right? So let's go back to the chart. All right, we got NASDAQ here. We're going to go to the daily time frame. This D stands for daily. You can add as many different ticks and time frames as you like, from hours to minutes to seconds even. We're going to go to the daily. We're going to reset our map here, our chart. I don't have my toolbar set on here right now, but I need to bring that up because I have the tools that I favorite, that I utilize, but that's not how the chart will look when you first get on TradingView. So let me make sure that I have the favorites bar up, because I don't usually use it anymore. I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, there. But whatever. Right now, we're just going to utilize what I have. Usually you have a toolbar here at the left hand side with all the information, all the tools you can utilize and things like that. Right now, it's not up, and I forget how to bring it up. But I have my favorites here, so we're just gonna utilize what I have. So we're gonna take this line graph. We're gonna, on our daily, we're just gonna mark up the highs. I like to mark that with purple, and our potential lows. So we'll go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Here's a nice low. We'll mark that. Now you could do the same thing, going from the highs and the lows, from the 4 to the 2 to the 1 to the. But I'll just do the daily and I do the hourly, right? So we have our daily highs, daily lows. Then we're gonna mark up. We're gonna go to, yeah, step number 3. We're gonna mark up our key levels and zones. We're gonna mark up major support and minor support levels with areas of zones. These are key reaction points, which I'll explain. So for support, you want the floor. So where do you see recently? We don't really care about too much beforehand. It's the last few hours, right? So as you can see, prices bounced up, bounced up, bounced up, bounced up here, bounced. We see a lot of these bounces, right? So what we're gonna do is make that our floor, or quote unquote support. And we're gonna identify this with colors so we can visually see it. So we know this area is our major 1 hour support area, correct? All right. And we already have our daily marked off, our daily high. As we can see, we can also use that as a support area. I'm sorry, a resistance area. Support is the floor, resistance is the roof. Now, we can mark that zone off. Visually, we'll make those resistances green. That's how I differentiate them visually. We can mark that off as a major support zone. Then we go down to the 30, which is my favorite time frame. I don't usually go any lower than the 30 time frame, 30-minute time frame. So from here, like I said, we'll pretend it's 8:15. Here's the 8:30 candle. You see it dipped here. So we're going to pretend these two candles haven't happened yet. So we're going to mark up some resistances. As you can see here, got that as a minor. We can even mark this here as a minor support. Now that we have those marked up, we're going to move on to our next steps. Step number 4, value volume profile. This is a very important step. We're going to use the fixed range volume profile to mark off points of concern, value area high, value area low. This identifies fair value versus expansion zones. Let me explain. So firstly, we have the fact that we've marked off our support, we've marked off our resistances, major and minor, just to see where price currently is. And as you can see, price is trapped within here right now. Now we know there's no major news events. We know it's Monday. Mondays can be sluggish. So what I want to do is utilize tools that can show me what's going on currently and what is important right now. So before we utilize our fixed range volume profile tool, what I want you to do is go to settings, and we're going to go to session breaks here in events. We're going to turn that on. I have it marked with black lines, right? So this just shows us each session break. This is Asian session from here to here. Right now we're in New York, which starts at this line, right? So we're going to open the fixed range volume profile tool. We're going to stretch it from the beginning of the session to where we are currently. We can't stretch it any farther than that because that's where the session is. So we'll mark it off. And this is going to give us the fixed volume range profile. Now, with that comes this green line, this yellow line, this red line, and this volume profile to the left. Now, you can have this as any color as you want. I keep it black and white. For my candles are black and white. My black candles are bearish, which is down. My white candles are bullish, which is up. So with the fixed volume range profile, you're basically getting the volume of bulls and bears in a particular range. You're also getting the volume area high, the POC, which is the mid range of the value area, and the value area low. This is just where action takes the most place. So currently we're reaching a POC. This is a very important catalyst for direction of the market. If you look to the left, if we zoom in a bit, the fixed volume range profile has bearish tension outweighing bullish tension. Now, at no point in time do we just simply go off what tools are telling us. We go off price action every time. These tools, these markups, these indications are only accessories to help you define where price may go. Now, a definite would be if price breaks below the value area low or above the value area high and continues with great confluence. And as I said, at this point, we have more bullish tension than bearish. I mean, bearish tension than bullish, which means down. And as you can see, we're getting hit with that. We did break below the value area at 8:30, retested, which is what we're doing now. And we could continue down, and we would want this area as our target point. We can mark areas where we see price was buying up, can mark that as a take profit point. If we're to drop, we can mark that as take profit point 1. Maybe here is 2, and then here being our final take profit. It would be the same if price broke above the value area high. Let's go back to our rules. We would have waited, of course, for 9:45. Why? At 8:30, what happened? Price broke all the way down here, which is an area we can mark off. We had that tapped a bit. As you can see, it tapped here. We had that area marked off. Wasn't even realizing that, but just off of simple price action and technical analysis, we marked that area. Price did happen to come all the way down here. Had we marked off before 8:30, we may have seen that. Could have possibly gotten to a scalp short. But with everything that I've told you, and the POC being the main catalyst, you also having the fixed range volume profile, everything is telling you what? Sales, 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 sales. Simple. Just off the few steps we've taken already, we're below. You can see that we're within our markups. We're below the value area high. We've tapped below the value area low, retested at the POC, did not continue up past the POC, using it as catalyst, also utilizing our fixed range profile. Let me zoom in. What's more major here? Buys or sells? 33K versus 58K. What's buying or selling more? Sell, 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 sell. Now when it gets here is where it gets tricky. As you can see, it's stopping here. This is all helpful information. As you can see, now we're on the rise. When it gets here, the volume for bulls is a little tighter. As you can see, we're stopping right there. Where the bears are still in control here, but bulls are a little more in tune. Once again, we don't necessarily have a trade here. We haven't successfully broken below the value area low and continued. We're still within the value area profile, so we're still waiting on those major confluences. Another indicator, as you can see, we haven't used any indicators yet. Only markups and tools. We haven't used not one indicator yet. If we were going to utilize an indicator as of right now, I would want that to be fair value gaps. Now, fair value gaps are another tool to help you find directional bias. As you can see here, we have two bearish fair value gaps. We're already bearish in our bias because of our fixed range profile and where we are within our value area. That's another confluence with the bearish fair value gap. So everything we have as of now is telling us to sell. It's all about finding that proper entry to get the best results from your trade. Now, as of right now, I'm more bearish, but I would not be selling necessarily. This Monday is sluggish. Like I said, I would want a sell here, but we continue to be a bit sluggish going into this 10 o'clock hour. But that would be the only real indicator that I would utilize because we don't really need much else. We have our fixed range volume profile showing us not only directional volume bias, but volume in itself. We have a lot of pressure here in the early morning. Not as much as usual, honestly, but most of the pressure is bearish. And a lot of times you want to refresh this. You might want to delete it, go back to that session break, and put it up once more. Might give you a slightly different read. It does change when you have it up, but sometimes you want to refresh that. But as you can see, had we been up at the proper time, it's almost 10 o'clock now. I was running a little late to the charts with the technical difficulties that YouTube was providing me. But had we been here at 8:30, we could have saw that slip, slide. We didn't break resistance, the spine of resistance. Came back to the POC, saw how I reacted to it, saw our fixed range profile. We could have sold. We would still be in profit as of right now if we were targeting here. If it was me, I probably would have made this the second take profit and this the bottom being the third. But price is a bit sluggish today on this Monday. I haven't made any trades whatsoever. I wanted to make this video, and that's what I did. So let's go back to our rules. As you can see, everything we've done has helped us find where price is currently, find the most probable setup for price could continue, and we've done it with ease with just 4 steps. The 5th step's timing. But with these 4 steps, we've found where price is most likely to head. We found where price is currently, and we've made it clear and clean on our chart. No indicators, a few simple markups. And now it's all about patience. Currently, we're still below the POC, we're below the value area high. Everything's looking very bearish. I'm making no trades as of right now, but the sell at 8:30 would have been cool. Not at 8:30, but 8:45. Probably would have got that. And as you can see, we're still within the value area. The low has been broken, but who knows how the day can go, right? But those are the steps I take to mark up my chart cleanly without being overcomplicated. You can see clearly the things I've said, and as you can see, we're getting some bearish tension here. We are getting a bit more volume, and it does seem like the bears are still in control here. A jump to the POC and then selling down would be ideal. Or if price breaks below the value area, getting right in at that value area low break and riding it to this take profit. Gold, we're also getting those sales. If we want to go over here, we can mark up. Let's say no, what time is it? It's 8:30 right here. I say we would have marked up. You got 7:30. Would have marked up all that. That support. Got some resistance here. Would have marked up these equal highs. Got some more there. Major and minor supports. And then at 8:30, from my fixed range. Here we are at 8:30 here. We're below the POC. We're below the value area high. 8:30 we dip all the way down to the value area low. We retrace. That's our opportunity to get in for our sell. It probably happened at 8:45. If we go here, 8:15, 8:30 we dropped all the way down to the value area low. 8:45 we up. And then at 9 we drop back down. We're below the value area here. 9:45 we drop below the value area. Sell all the way down. Now, like I said, and if we would have marked up earlier for previous action, we see over here, prices all the way down. That probably would have been our daily low, and that's where prices headed. Can you not see what I'm saying here? This is extremely simplistic. I don't see anybody else trading this way, and I think this is going to be a key component for new traders in this space. So I'm really trying to push forward this solid strategy. So this worksheet, I will be uh, dropping a PDF for it. I'll be dropping an ebook soon. They will all be up for sale very soon. But as you can see with those simplistic markups, even with our fair value gap indicator, we have a bearish fair value gap here. Bearish fair value gap here. 30 is my time frame. Everything's selling to sell. And like you can see, we've just tapped that take profit. Nas is still within. We are getting some selling pressure, but it seems like gold was where we would have wanted to be today. But with those simplistic markups, you can see what I'm saying. Execution rules. Like I said, we direction from value. Like I said, we within. If we're within, we're waiting. If we're below, we're selling. If we're above, we're buying. We can reject. We break, hold for continue. Everything I've said is what's on the worksheet. It's a simple worksheet. You can study it for a few days and get this down pat and make a few dollars. Gold is still selling off. We would have got in on it. Had I been up at the proper time, I like to be done by 10:30 or not or earlier. But this has become extremely simplistic for me. It's extremely effective with few indicators, few markups. We mark off our major and minor supports and resistances, fixed volume range profile, patience, wait for breaks, be aware of the news, play your trade, get in, get out. Don't be greedy. Stay solid. Dance with the market. It's quite simplistic. So that's the new workflow worksheet. So I'm hoping that this was extremely beneficial to your trading knowledge intake. Please feel free to join the Discord. get this solid worksheet, print it off for yourself, try it every morning, step by step at the specific time frames, or utilize it on a time frame that you like. If you're trading Asian or you're trading London, utilize these steps. And I'm telling you, it's going to increase your profitability. So that's all I got for today. Solid workflow worksheet. I'm very proud of this worksheet. I think it's going to help a lot of people. This is the first draft of it, so let me know if you think I should do any tweaking to it. You think it could be better? You think it could be more simple? Let me know. Let me know how you utilize it. Let me know if it's effective for you. And with that, I believe we're done for the day. I'll be live tomorrow. We'll be utilizing this worksheet daily in real time, just so I can show you guys that it really does work. I mean, I pretty much did, I believe. But my name is SiliS. This is SiliS Trades. So until next time, folks.